Vamos a tener cuidado. Está aquí, vamos. Tremendo cuidado, loco. Tremendo cuidado. Tremendo cuidado. Ah. Bueno, vamos a tener que ir. Vamos a tener que ir para allá, a ver. Lo mato así nomás. Y le vamos a dar. Uy, hice daño, no. Ese. Uy, no tengo la habilidad. La voy a lanzar. Buena. Uy, que me quemo. Uy, cuidado. Uy. Lanzo esto. Estamos. Me di cuenta que me lo mateo rápido. Así que estamos bien. Cuidado. Buena. Uy, casi. Buena. Ahora vamos a la siguiente misión. Así que estamos nice. Hola. No, ¿qué hice? Estamos nice. ¿La otra dónde estaba? ¿Estaba aquí o no? Estaba aquí. Vamos a hacer este pedito. Vamos a tener cuidado. Se tiene que tener cuidado. Mientras no. A ver, ¿por dónde vamos? Vamos a tener que... Ay, no la marqué, loco. No le marqué. Con Dengu, ¿dónde? Ah, está aquí. Uy, cuidado. No vamos a tener que mover. ¿Ahí está o no? Ahí está. Ay, pero voy con la mona. Me muevo con la mona. Vamos para allá. Vamos a guardar esta mina para volar mejor. Porque va a estar más cerca, así que vamos. Vamos. ¿Dónde está esto? Ah, está aquí, no. Ah, está al otro lado, po. ¿Quién es? Ah, este anciano. Tabernas. Con mucha variedad. A ver, puesto humilde. Yo creo que tengo. Parece que tengo diente de león. Vamos a ver. Sí, me lo mantenía. Salvatrix. Salvado. Me lo dio. Bueno, ya completamos la otra. No queda la última. Ni siquiera la última, loco. ¿Dónde está? Está de aquí cerquita, ¿no? Parece que está aquí cerca, así que vamos. Chuta, no la veo. Hasta aquí. Buena. Pensaba que no la había marcado. A ver. ¿A dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Está allá, no? Vamos. Vamos. Uy, está bueno. Está bonito el traje. Vamos a tener que ir para allá. Uy. Ah, novela, novela. Ah, no, de nuevo esto, Dios. Siempre lo mismo. Lo que enfocar, así que poca más quedó. Si lanzo esto, ¿lo congela? No, no lo congela. Ah, pero no puedo. Buena, buena, buena. Tengo que tener cuidado con el de arriba nomás. Lo... No, lo alcanzo, ¿no? Creo que... No, se apagó. Me mató. La cagué. Buena, buena, buena. Le va a dar comida. Antes que me ataquen mejor. Tengo unos pollos. ¿Dónde están los pollos? Están aquí. Ah, pero tengo pizza. Ay, qué poquito. Pero algo es algo. Buena. Buena, buena, conseguimos. Uy, que me mata. Que me mata, hostia. Ahora, ¿para dónde vamos? ¿Qué misión hacemos? Porque tenemos esta, pero necesito completar la otra. La cámara de Jade. Misión legendaria. Completamos esta. Queda aquí cerquita nomás. Mientras vamos para allá, vamos farmeando. Así nos va a servir y todo. Así que vamos. Lo mato. Dame carne. Buena. La mona está allá, así que vamos con la mona. Más rápido. Está. Uy, gana. No, casi se escapó. Se escapó la guacha. Salto, no, llego. Me voy por aquí. Me voy por aquí mejor. Me voy por el otro lado y todo. Vamos a tener que venir por aquí. A ver, a ver. No, los mato. Los voy a meter. Buena, buena, buena. Ay, pero no pegué ahí. Uy, cuidado, cuidado. Que me mata. Y gracias, se unió en lo otro. ¿Los mato? No, sí. Oye, esto... Y el otro está allá. Ah, pues está viendo nomás, ¿qué onda? ¿Qué disparan esto? Oye, estos que se unen, maldita sea.
Written in the stars.
Los mato todos. Buena, buena, buena. Matamos a todos. Buena. Cuidado, cuidado. Buena, buena. ¿Otra la misión? ¿Dónde está? Está allá. No, está para el otro lado. Casi, casi. Buena, pero a ver. ¿Qué decir? Tengo que subirlo de nivel. La habilidad y todo eso. Constelaciones, talentos. Necesito un pez. Y en lo otro igual parece. Sí, veí, me piden un pez. Entonces me piden un pez. Vamos a tener que ir. Ah, pero... parece a ver. ¿Dónde está? Ah, está aquí. ¿Dónde hago TP? Ah, no, pero... voy caminando mejor. Me queda más cerca y todo. Así que nos vamos para allá. ¿Los mato o no? Casi. Yo pensaba que... Uy, la de Inazuma. Parece... A ver. Vamos a ver esto. Augatus. ¿Cuál es esa? Cagasus Augatus. No la tengo. Quietud. La grulla crecea con el viento. Vamos a tener que esperar entonces. Porque tampoco sale y todo. Así que vamos a tener cuidado. Ya queda poco, loco. Bueno, ¿subimos por la montaña o qué? No, no. Ah, está aquí cerca, buena, buena. Ahí está allá arriba. ¿Qué me estáis contando? ¿Se puede subir por aquí o no? Parece que sí, se puede. Ah, mira para... Ah, pero está allá arriba. Fuck. Bueno, hago la misión y después voy para allá mejor. Que sube, sube, sube. Buena, buena. Ah, pero... ¿No se puede subir más? Fuck. Ah, pero por aquí se puede. Atajos, life hack. Llega, ¿no? Uy. No, no, no. Casi me caigo. Casi me caigo, hostia. ¿Y dónde está? Ahí que soy embarrado. No teníamos que subir. Ya llegamos al Lillo. Salto por aquí. Y subo. Buena, buena. Vamos bien.
I have gathered
Ah, ah.
everyone here today to make an important announcement.
Ah. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Ah,
Perhaps
va a
some of
colocar
you will have heard the
revolución
news
automática.
already. I am,
Va a
in
tener cuidado y
fact,
todo.
planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
So the
It's a
rumors are
project.
true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Qué loco.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago,
Ya vamos a
I
tener que
have
seguir nomás.
already had many people contact
Que
me
se
to
difundió la
declare an
noticia
interest
hace
in
unos días
joining the
y muchas
project.
personas se pusieron en contacto.
Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Ah, pero te parece, no sé si misión secundaria o no. O si es de la
Excuse
historia.
my
Esas
ignorance,
cosas.
Lady Ningguang.
Only
tener
sufficiently
que ver.
large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade
Habla
Chamber.
mucho. Ah,
Adepti Sigils
Vamos a
serve
tener
as a
cuidado.
means of integrating the
Sí o sí.
mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the
dispositivos.
mechanical core
que yo
itself.
parece. Ah, es de la historia, buena.
Although these three items
mal.
are rare,
¿O no?
I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for
Ay, qué
you
buena.
may
Qué
ask
buen
me
beneficio, loco.
anything,
Suena bien.
and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady...
Lo loco
What a
desesperado.
coincidence.
Vamos a
I
tener
won't
cuidado.
divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plastrite just the other day.
Ah, se adelantó.
No. We better move quick.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the
¿qué le va
question
a
pertains
preguntar?
to something I am
Uy,
knowledgeable
¿qué le va a
about.
preguntar?
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to
Sí.
run a business.
Vamos a tener cuidado.
And we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Ojalá.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance.
Quiero
The
pelear, que
construction of the
acción,
Jade
apura.
Chamber requires a
Que
great deal
acción.
of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. What? I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself.
Qué buena, qué
Ningguang
buena.
seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look,
Oh, pleito, pleito.
Ma'am, you
Ah, pero
seem
esa es
like
la...
an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest, lady. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that.
Pobrecitos, F.
Hey, come on! Don't go!
Me va F.
Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
No, cáncer. La rubia regresa con el viento.
did you hear that? They said they had some useful information.
Vamos a tener que seguirla. Buena, buena, buena.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Misión de espionaje se viene. Se viene misión de espionaje, loco. A ver. Cielo informantes. Bueno, ¿aparece aquí o no?
They're not here.
Ay.
Let's
Ahí
keep
abajo están.
looking.
Cuidado. Full HD.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So
Parece
what?
que ya salió el
She's
banner de
loaded.
ella. Si es que no me
How are
equivoco.
we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us? Huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information.
Qué agresiva. Qué
If
agresiva,
you still
loco.
can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent
hacer?
lady. I shouldn't have to spell this
Ah, yo
out
de
to
las
you.
trompadas.
It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you
Sure.
taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
Se enoja, se
No more
enoja.
excuses! I know you have. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee
Se
Pavilion,
vienen los pleitos, se
ordering a
vienen los
table
combos.
full of food,
Se viene
and only
todo.
taking a few bites.
Se le viene todo.
Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How
Estos
could
tíos
you
van a
afford
terminar más
to be
golpeados
so
que...
wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Les pega o no? Les pega.
Master warned me not to lay a
Ah,
hand
voy a
on
iniciar esto
anyone in
porque va a hacer
Liyue
algo por
Harbor.
mientras.
But here we are. Perhaps. Yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Ah, son ellos, esos tipos están haciendo negocio a la fuerza. Son ellos.
Oh, you again.
Lilith.
Qué buena
What are
es
the
la...
Millilith
tipo,
doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
ya.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
No, los tíos... Ah, ahora se calman, po. Ah, cabello blanco. Parece que el banner salió, no estoy seguro.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my
Así se
name.
llama.
Oh, so your name's
Uy, casi
Shenhe.
son iguales.
Paimon's name is,
Qué loco.
well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Vamos a tener cuidado.
Oh, I've heard about
So
you
sí.
two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Lila Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws.
No, uy, es como la. Es como el otro.
Apparently not.
Como el de Roca.
Really?
Esa caleta.
So, how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach
Tiene hambre la
growling.
pobre. F.
I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. Then of course you're still...
Chingson, glaze lily, violet medis.
Kinda hard to
Vamos a ver.
explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away.
Ajá.
Let's take
Serie de
Shenhe
comida.
there
Se viene
for a
Masterchef.
big medicinal meal.
Chef.
After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Buena, buena, buena. A ver, nota. Ah, vaya. No, ¿para dónde?
Do
¿Para
you
dónde?
think Shenhe
Acá,
might
¿no?
be an adeptus?
No, para el otro lado. Ah, pero aquí
Seems
no.
like it's her first time in
no hay
Liyue
comida, po.
Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how...
Yo pensaba
Are
que
you
la
here to buy some herbs?
inazuma no la terminé,
I do
parece.
hope you brought
Tengan
your
que no la
prescription.
terminé.
Chingson,
F
glaze
nomás.
lily, and
Vamos a
violet grass,
levelear.
please.
Y todo.
Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we...
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated.
Uy, casi.
Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid.
So, how come you chow down on these? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order...
Because I'm not
No.
sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most
yeah.
delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the sampling each dish in order to appreciate it?
Return to the mountains! That...
Enough about me. What are your...
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We can... And now we're
Mucho
probably
texto.
super behind because we've been held up for so long.
Mucho texto, loco.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your
Mucho
kindness,
texto.
and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow! But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this...
I am not sure what... We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently...
Veto! That is not acceptable!
Really? But I...
Look,
Ah,
we would
desactivar.
call
Ah, no,
this
está activado esto.
competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adepti Sigils.
I was wondering who I could
Los
hear
tengo que buscar
arguing
yo,
over
no tú.
there. So, it's you.
Ah, ya que aquí estaba el. Baishu.
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so...
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
Ay, no puedo avanzar.
I'm
Ahí
not
está, ahí
too
está.
sure.
Me cagué entero, loco.
I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade
Estaba cagado
Chamber.
entero.
Maybe for its first aid. Oh, and
Me
she
olvidé
also
porque estaba
borrowed
Kiki.
Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is...
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a...
Ah, the
Pero es una
variety of
planta.
plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Con. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite
Por
welcome.
fin nos vamos a mover.
Good luck to you all.
Están hablando mucho.
And if there's anything...
Buena, buena. Ahora se viene la acción, loco. No, no me sale. Observador. ¿Por qué no? No, qué mal. Vamos a tener que hacer estas. ¿Por qué pasa eso? Está en otra misión y tengo que esperar que esté disponible el tipo. Más encima. Este es 1002. Nos vamos a mover nomás así. Por mientras matamos a los otros. Y todo. Farmeamos un poco. Lo que sea. ¿Qué necesito para yanfei? No está. Podría ir. Atributos. Obtienes. Esto no sale conseguirlo. Esto sí. Y esto necesito más. Uy, pero aquí venden. Bueno, menos mal que me acordé que aquí vendían. Así que vamos para allá. ¿O no? Parece que sí, que aquí venden. Así que vamos a tener que tener cuidado. Uy, no pasa, no pasa. A ver, ¿para dónde? Vamos para acá. ¿O no? ¿Aquí venden o no? Ay, en el otro muelle parece. Así que vamos para allá. Que nos sube la niña, que nos sube. Así que vamos, 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 vamos. Había personajes, parece que están como caminando y todo. No sé a dónde. Pero creo que aquí hay uno, ¿no? Aquí no, al otro lado. No, no estoy hablando nada entonces. No dije nada. ¿Dónde está el...? Ah, esto está aquí, buena, buena, buena. Dando la pasta. No, gracias, compa, yo quiero... el jade. Buena, tengo 50. No sirve, no sirve, no sirve. Y... vamos... tengo que matar al de roca. Que está aquí, ¿o no? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde estaba? Ah, está aquí. Pero va a recoger las recompensas. Que eso está en el otro lado. Vamos para allá. Ah, no, está aquí, está aquí, está aquí. Uy, qué grande el mapa, me confundo caleta. ¿O no, no está aquí? Ah, sí, ahí está, buena. Me cagué entero. Vamos a conseguir mapa y todo.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Dame las cosas, porfa.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Gracias a ti. ¿Qué? ¿No me dicen nada? Ah, eso, buena.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Y necesito lo otro.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Necesito recompensa de rango. Ah, bueno, me dio un deseo. Me dio un deseo, así que estamos bien, estamos bien. Esto lo voy a lanzar al toque. Al toque, mi rey. O lo guardo. No sé. Ah, y ya lo otro lo dejo para el final. Mejor y todo, así que vayamos para allá. Investiga lo que debe de la posada Guanchu. ¿Qué es la misión? ¿Se me desbloqueó? Se me desbloqueó hace poco, ¿no? No la tenía. Ah, soy una mariposa. Cerca de la posada Guanchu, una aventura, fábulas de las chicas. Catering. Y... esto va a ser caleta de misiones, weón. Ya vamos a esa nomás. Pero vamos a matar al de roca. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Estaba aquí o no? Sí, está aquí. A este mejor. Así pasamos por el costadito y lo matamos. Tiki taka. Tiki taka, loco. Lo matamos, pero easy. Easy peasy. Tú loco en bici. Llegamos, ¿para dónde está? Uy, ¿dónde estaba? Ahí o no, parece que ahí está el geo. De piedra y todo. Así que vamos para allá. Vamos a tener que ir para allá y todo. Para levelear un poco, porque estamos muy bajos. Estamos muy bajos de nivel y van a cagar a trompadas. Directamente. Uy, muévete, muévete. Y después subí a monas y esas cosas. Y aquí, a Diana, ¿a quién puedo subir? Voy a ver si puedo subir a este. Buena, buena, buena. Buena, ¿lo puedo subir a atributos? Ay, me quedan eso, armas. Buena, buena. ¿Qué pasé de Aloy? Y los talentos no puedo subirlos, no me deja. Fuck, maldición. ¿A quién tenía arriba? Ah, Rosalía. Rosalía como para atacar. Pero vamos a tener que cagonear. Sí o sí. Vamos a tener que cagonear nada más. Sí, no estoy... No he salido del mapa. Compa. Sí, estoy aquí. Buena, buena, buena. Nos vamos a tener que mover. Oye, ojalá que no sea difícil. O que sea el de fuego. Porque parece que el de fuego también me daba cosas para yanfei. Si es que no me equivoco. A ver... Buena, buena, buena. No le hago nada de daño. ¡Uy! No tengo vida. Cagué. Puta. No tengo vida, no tengo vida. Me como esto. Me como este pan sanador. Y esto. Y unos anticuchos. Pañafe igual. Y ya. Ojalá no me haga tanto daño. Ah, es de agua, buena. No, maldición. Ahí se explota. Ah, no, viene aquí de nuevo, pa. Viene aquí, no, ¿dónde viene? ¿Dónde viene? Te colgo un señuelo. Me muevo. No. Ah, pero le hago caleta de daño. Me lo mato. No, fuck, camino, maldición. Aquí cambia. Escudo. Buena. Menos mal. No le hice nada de daño. Oye, va. Ata con tu flecha. Ay, 57, qué poco. Qué poco, loco. ¿Para dónde vamos? Fuck, esquiva eso. No, fuck, esquivalo. Uy, lo hice justo, menos mal. Muévete. ¿Lo matamos o no? Sí. Fuck, maldición. Ya. Gracias, Sandy, lo pueden matar. Uy, muévete. Me quedo quieto. Ya, muévete. Buena. Fuck, esquiva. Buena. Fuck, maldición. Escudo. Y corre. Fuck, salta. Se parece un bulbazo. No voy a tener cuidado. Fuck, nos movemos. Bueno, es como lo mismo. Esto te quita daño, ¿no? No te quita nada. Uy, casi me la mata. Muévete. Ah, no le quitáis nada, loco. Espérate, ¿cómo juego? No, viene para acá de nuevo. No me la contés. Me sigue, no. Me muevo. Fuck, muévete. Escudo. No, tenemos que acá aquí, así que... No, fuck, así. No se esconde, no se esconda. Me lanzo esto. Muévete. Oh, no, viene para acá. Fuck. Muévete, muévete. Voy a ocupar ese hielo. No, pero... No, sí. No, cuánto daño me hizo. Oh. Me lo mato, me lo mato. Vamos a tener que tener cuidado. Cuidado, hostia. ¿Lo puedo congelar o no? Sí, no, que lo podía congelar. Pero no creo. Ya sea imposible. Fuck, esquiva. Esquiva, salta. Buena. Ya está a mitad de la vida. No, no alcancé, me la mató. Bueno, igual está poca vida. Aguantamos con esto. Bueno, no corráis, quédate quieto. La. Buena, muévete. Buena, vez. Bueno, muévete. Buena. No, me la mató. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué hago? El filete. Muévete que juego con yanfei nomás. La decisiva, muévete. Igual es la que más daño hace. No cojas. De verdad que yo no tenía su habilidad. Tengo que tener cuidado. ¿Dónde está? Allá. Sigue. Me muevo, esquivo. Esta no sé. No, fuck, me lo mata. Eso no tenía más poca vida y todo. Como que tengo que seguir con esto o cambiar de equipo. Pero sí. O levelearlo nomás, que suban, para que hagan más daño y todo. Eso. Me quedo quieto. Fuck, esto explota. Salta. No, pero que se escondió. Ay. Por lo menos le hacemos daño. No, fuck, muévete. Buena. Ven para acá, loco. ¿Por qué eso le hace tanto daño y lo otro no? ¿Veis? Esto le hace daño, le quita. Pero lo otro como que no le quita. No cacho. Uy, fuck. Fuck, me lo mata. No, casi. Uy, casi que ok. Muévete. Puta, tengo a todos muertos casi. Fuck. Pues ya lo hacemos. Lo matamos. Eso es lo bueno, ya lo matamos. Fuck, esquiva. Tengo algo para el daño. No, uy. No, me quiero meter aquí. Para el daño. Aquí o no, sí. Me como esto y le doy unas manzanas. Buena. Ven, pues. Te leveleo, ven. No, fuck, ¿qué hice? Fue maldición. Dice que tuviéramos cerca. Muévete, salta. Esquiva, todos nos vamos, no te pegues. acércate. Esto, habilidad. Habilidad.
Time for your arraignment. Ha, da. Da. Skid. Motion to compel.
Fuck, aquí.
Ha. Ja, da. Boom, boom. Ha, ha, ha.
Buena, ya lo matamos. Queda poco para matarlo. Buena.
Motion to compel. Ja.
¿No me puedo matar con mono o no?
My vision is
Muerto.
clouded. Decided by death. Incinerate.
Buena. Lo matamos. Ojalá que nos den las cosas. Si no F. ¿Qué me dio? Buena. Ay, perdón, nomás. ¿Qué me contás? A ver. Y necesito eso para el arma. ¿Qué necesito? Uy, necesito caleta. Parece que para esta igual. Sí, necesito... A ver... No, uy, sí, no he mejorado. ¿Qué onda? Uy, pues no hacía tanto daño, pues. Hacía tan poco. Yo, como, ¿qué onda? Guachos. ¿Se puede más? ¿Se puede? No, no se puede. No se puede. Así que bueno, vamos a tener que salir. ¿Y la mona qué le faltaba? Ah, le faltaba un cuerno. Y otras cosas más. Es una de esas para lanzar el deseo que me dieron. Para esto. Mira, como que me toque Kiki. Me río. O que chin. A ver. Me toca... No, nada. Era obvio. Era más que obvio que no me iba a tocar nada. Así que no dio polvo adicional. Eso es lo bueno. Omitir. Vamos, no, omitir. Volver. Salir. Ya. Ahí tengo a todos muertos, pero muertitos. Bueno, tengo a todos muertos. Uy, quiero ver el mapa, quiero darle vida a esto. Oh, estaba... Había uno... No. ¿De qué? Puta, a ver. Pucha. ¿Dónde están los signos? Aquí está. Vamos a revivirlos. Porque si no van a sufrir. Y vamos a cagonear. Vamos a tener que tener cuidado. Ah, revivirlos, loco. Si po. Oye, loco. Vamos a tener que estar reviviéndolos, sí o sí. A ver, ¿dónde están? Están aquí, buenas. Hace ofrenda. Y nos vamos. Ah, no, ¿qué hace ofrenda? Estacionar. Bendición de la estatua. Buena. Y ya. Pero estamos cerca de esto, buena. Vamos para allá. Y nos vamos a mover. De nuevo. Recoge. No, se me escapó. Ah, buena, esto también nos da 4 gemas. Buena. Está ya. Está cerquita, así que vamos. Esto parece que es como historia de los personajes secundarios. Si es que no recuerdo mal. Así que vamos a tener cuidado. Vamos para acá. Llegamos, buena. Llegamos. Bien. Uy, me asusté. Caleta. ¿Dónde está? ¿Tengo que subir o no? No, parece que está aquí abajo. Está aquí abajo, así que vamos nomás. A ver, a ver.
With
Ah, está
rain
ahí.
this heavy, not only are the
Nos
stars
vamos.
clouded, so too is my scryglass hazy.
Ya, ya. Nos movemos. Uy, la botella, loco. Casi me he hecho la botella. ¿Qué les pasa? Miren cinemática.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Right. Maybe it
Cada
has
que te han
something to
poseído.
do with that. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshuin too. The guests
Está
are in great
reposeído
danger.
estos tipos. Guacho, papá. Bueno, tenéis que ir.
Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty.
¿Los matamos, no? Ah, sí. Uy, 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 casi, casi.
Motion to
Buena, buena. Qué buena, loco. Qué buena, qué buena.
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the usual. Hey, seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're
Uy,
doing.
qué buena mascaca. Demasiado buena.
Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He's scared off. Oh, you mean like Xiao? No, but the magic he was using seemed even more.
A ver, a ver. Parece que me tengan que van a hacer como chanta.
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need.
Me tengan que los controla.
Cleansing the world of
y todo.
evil is the duty of the... Wait. Who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer...
My name's Paimon, and this.
One sees.
Deja de aplaudir. porfa.
One too shall introduce one's... The one before you is the Adeptus, one descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than... Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers,
casi.
and only then make your verdict.
Casi. Ah, pues tengo que hablar con estos.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? His power
que tener
truly
cuidado.
hails from the divine.
A ver,
I believe that now there is finally some hope for my Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. True, not long ago I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions,
la noche.
once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent.
sí, mi padre se recupera pronto.
Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an Adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offering.
A ver, a ver. Ah, tengo que hablar con
Finally,
todo.
a life full of hope and purpose. Oh, are you believers too? After my fiance had been left, I cried But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my
Hay que
fiance
arrojar la
and
ceniza.
casting...
Uy,
I
qué
can't
mal.
explain it, but it really worked. I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him...
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is... I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed... reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of an adeptus is...
Chal, loco. Ahora que hace, habla con el ladrón de estrellas.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate. Surely you jest. All things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of...
Nope. It makes them way more
Indeed. You are...
Okay.
Okay.
Oh? You need but ask.
¿Por qué llevas una máscara? ¿Podrías quitarte la máscara?
Hey, isn't that a bit inappropriate?
Oye, F.
Indeed. It would be inappropriate for one to remove one's mask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to a...
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
Yo.
One senses, so be it. This wish is not... But first, one must...
What's that supposed to mean?
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone.
Interesante.
One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond.
What do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right. Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore. You don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of... Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwan Bookhouse and see if they got any new
Ay, ¿dónde voy? Ah, la completamos, buena. Sale, guacho. Buena, loco, la completamos. Pero se bloqueó otras veces. ¿O no? Ah, la completamos. Veí, mira. Fuck, me equivoco. Veí, ahora tengo... Mira, un personaje está ocupado en otra misión, lo mismo, y ahí está no puedo. Parece una obra muy quisquillosa. Ya te en inazuma. Vamos a tener que ir para allá. ¿Dónde está? ¿Está aquí abajo no? Ah, está aquí nomás. Vamos para allá. Loco, vamos para allá. A ver. Uy, casi. Buena.
We're looking for the great Muchina yokai.
Un yokai.
Do you know where it lives?
Parece que esta es la de fuego, no sé cómo se llama.
Great Muchina yokai? What's that?
Así vamos a tener que tener cuidado.
You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants. One time, the great Mujina yokai stole some rice from our house.
No, qué mal.
And this other time,
it
pushed my dad into the river. Sounds like a very naughty little monster. 'Cause we finally found out how to chase it away. My dad said that the great Mujina yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to. So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want. This monster sounds... Surely your parents must be Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find...
So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably
Yeah. So, as long as we get home before it gets its... Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it... Yeah.
Nunca se ha visto
Paimon feels
eso.
like the Great Mujina Yokai is one of those storybook... We should tell them so they don't waste all their time looking for it. Oh, children! Listen up! There's no need to go looking for the Great Mujina Yokai, alright? Because it isn't real.
Huh?
No way. That's impossible. My dad wouldn't
No,
lie to
ese-
me. Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous. That's not true. The Great Mujina Yokai is definitely...
Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up!
Yoimiya, huh? Wait,
Ah,
as in fireworks prison break, Yoimiya?
We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away instead.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya...
Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell... But... Huh. Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
chuta.
Wait!
Vamos a tener que ir para allá.
Don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. But Paimon was only trying to look out for them. Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's...
Interpretar como un sueño. Cada que tengo que hacer estas para que se desbloqueen las otras y todo. O si no me lo deseo. Aquí hay una. ¿Dónde está? Parece que están los árboles. Por encima de esta roca. Nos vamos a subir mientras. ¿Se puede ver con la visión o no? ¿Sabe que está aquí? Está aquí abajo. ¿Qué? Ah, chuta, está aquí. ¿Cómo llego? Salto. No. Después la recojo entonces. A ver, espérate. Está allá arriba, no sé. No sé cómo recoge eso, así que F. Vamos para acá nomás. Ahí está Yukimiya.
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh?
Uy, casi me caigo.
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help is... It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be
Está bueno,
more
lento.
patient.
Oh, yeah, hold on a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just
Voy a
tell
iniciar
them it's
esto
from
porque
Yoimiya.
se me va
They'll
solo.
know what it's about.
Okay, thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come
thank
play
you.
with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later.
¿Cuánto tiempo sin vernos?
So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone...
Okay, but it definitely doesn't...
Yeah, The first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the great Mujina yokai is mostly influenced by me.
No, qué mal.
So in a way, this monster is all a product of your
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time. If I just go ahead and tell them that the great Mujina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good. Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the... I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up, I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because... right? So what if it's made up? It's also really the things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down, all the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree.
Yeah. Oh, way too early, for sure.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara
Parece que este también es un evento de juego especial y todo.
yeah, I mean, that's why your name is on the event. It's well known. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you... In that case...
Uy, tiene un padre. ¿Qué onda?
Inazuma
¿Dónde
is home to the Yai Publishing House,
de allá o no?
and a
¿Dónde
lot
aquí?
of people who like to write
Ya,
stories too. In fact,
Vamos
most
para allá.
of what they write is based off of the
Vamos
kinds
a
of
pegar
fairy
cofre
tales
y
I was
después nos
just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings
No,
though.
fuck.
Like the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again.
Bueno,
Or
un cofre.
someone will see them as spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it,
Buena.
it'll never show itself
¿Dónde está el
again.
otro? ¿Dónde está? Hasta allá.
The hero who slays the dragon
Un poco lejos,
becomes
sí.
the next dragon.
Ah.
The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of
Ah, pero
stories
está en la
are
ciudad.
all
Buena,
the
buena.
rage nowadays, but
Y
I really can't
tengo
bring
para...
myself
No,
to
no
like
tengo nada.
them. If something's
Aquí en
magical...
opciones. Tengo logros. Voy, me molesta eso, así que veamos. Nada más. Nada más, nada más. Nada más. Uno nomás, po. Pero uno. ¿Yo toqué? Me sale... A ver. Acaba que para armas o no, sí. El arco. ¿Ahí para mascota o no? No, parece que no. Porque veo y veo. Y dice, toca, pero no. No me deja hablar. No me deja hablarle, loco. Qué mala, qué mala. No me deja hablarles. Buena.
Hey, pups! I'm back!
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganahara Ryunosuke.
That can wait. Pups, I need to ask you about something.
Loco.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about
Yeah,
this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust...
Pops, wait!
Huh?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that...
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't...
No, Pops, the materials. The raw...
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh! Oh! The materials!
Yes, the materials! Sorry, Paimon got all excited because he finally got the message across.
Hay una teoría loca de que Paimon era como la mala.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine.
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I told my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day.
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials...
Yoimiya?
¿Quién es?
Oh, you scared me there!
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm coming...
El hermano parece. ¿Se puede ir para allá o no? No. Ah, sí, sí se puede. ¿Por qué por el otro lado?
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, we're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago.
An arrest warrant?
Shh! Keep it down! We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there are...
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary.
No, porque Paimon.
If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come back in the first place?
Well... But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks, only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the rest. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original.
Wow!
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Sleeping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider my options.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too...
All right. I'll...
Bueno, por fin. Vamos a jugar.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma. Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from it.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I just wish the commissions could be a little... I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself. And then you can come meet me back at the house later. Oh, cool!
Por fin vamos a jugar.
Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
She saved me from drowning this one
Ya, no
time.
puedo hacerlo.
And after that, we started traveling together.
Porque te enseño la espada.
Nothing. I'm just quite
No puedo subir al
envious
techo,
of
no.
your relationship.
Hay un cofre. No, no hay
My
cofre.
pops had a person
Aquí
like you
arriba.
around. His being deaf
Tampoco.
and hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
A ver.
Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. Wait, should we really be...
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them.
Yeah, you could say we're all in this.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryou Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you. Right, I'll go fetch the boat.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to...
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past.
That's a long story, actually.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, and I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say, I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sokka. I'll be fine. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another.
So, what you're trying to say is that you enjoy the work?
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom! What I really wanted to say was, sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got... Let's head to the city. I think I'll...
Bueno, por fin. A ver, ¿para dónde vamos? Vamos a seguirla. Hoy de nuevo está todo
It
cerca.
can get uncomfortable, I guess.
Vayas.
But what else would I be using my
Me
voice for?
cojo. Y nos vamos.
You kind of have a point.
Uy, la cabeza cae. A ver. Ah, pero son anuncios. Son malditos anuncios. A ver. Ve la ciudad. Busca materiales de pirotecnia. Para allá, ¿verdad? Ah. Hay que preguntarle a la gente.
Hello, Morihiko. How's...
Yoi Mia. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks material.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get... I've come to expect it now. There's always...
Oh, so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down... What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows?
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around it. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like...
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what. Go ahead and take the orb.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of...
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this.
I already said it's fine. Please, just...
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a...
There's no convincing you. All right then. If you pass on my regards to your dad...
Will do. You look after yourself as well.
Es casi lo mismo. Es casi lo mismo, ¿no?
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
Well, for one thing, if you want to commemorate something, but I think more importantly than that, everyone trusts us. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need. Next, we just need to go find some...
Buena. ¿Va a estar aquí o no? No está allá abajo. Vamos a hacer Assassin's Creed. No, soy por aquí. ¿Llevo? No llevo. ¿Puedo subir? No. Fuck. Ah, buena. Por lo menos desbloqueamos las cosas, eso es lo bueno. Antes esto no se podía como ocupar y todo.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while?
No worry. Oh, wait. Actually, how about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we...
That will depend.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Amenoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this...
But this is a special circumstance, surely! The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the...
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Buena.
Master, you mean...
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Amenoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This, I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get to...
Though for you, dear child, excuse me.
Pensé que se murió.
Wow, Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like...
Of course. I have studied these techniques.
So, have Amenoma art and Naganohara fireworks been working?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another. Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
All right, I won't bother you guys any longer. Okay, time to head off.
Bueno.
Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
Mucho texto está haciendo esto. No puedo demasiado. Ve al lugar acordado para encontrar a Koichi. ¿Dónde está? Ah, está allá. Está entrete, pero lleva hace mucho texto, pero está interesante. Eso es lo bueno, que está interesante. Así que vamos para allá nomás. Wop. Y wop. Está aquí abajo, ¿no? No lo veo. Ah, está ahí. No está.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day. Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
¿De qué se ríe?
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up.
Buena.
When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have the chance to sit down and have a proper chat.
Así que vamos bien. Vamos bien.
You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma?
¿Qué dice? Dice, ustedes son viajeros, ¿verdad? Entonces, ¿a dónde fueron? A Liyue.
I haven't been to Liyue before, but from what I've heard from Miss Bate, but something big happened there recently, right? Didn't their Archon leave all of a sudden?
Yeah, a lot of crazy things went down as a result. Luckily, everyone worked together to stave off a huge disaster that—
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I gotta say, it's pretty remarkable that the citizens managed to step up and keep things going even after their Archon left. I mean, I sure can't imagine Inazuma without the Shogun. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And we're looking for answers from—
You were separated from your family because of— Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, the advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start—
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle, even trying to have fun. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the— Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to... Okay, good. Let's go then. Just...
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean...
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
¿Nos podemos mover? Buena. Ya, a ver, ¿para dónde tenemos que ir ahora? Ah, para el barco. Uy, esa ciudad está volando ya. Qué loco. Ah, está el barco, está aquí abajo. No lo veo. Ah, está ahí. Si salto así. Ah, pensé que se iba a buguear. No. F.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this in—
I'm also hoping Sakujiro won't have to use it. It's just there's— I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guy. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would—
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakujiro in when—
Oye, pero... Después.
I was really worried all of a sudden. Does it?
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, as long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out—
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait.
So you're seasoned crooks already. Anyway, thanks for everything. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get—
Oh, don't worry about paying anything.
Whose third's this?
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me.
Mucho texto, eso es lo que
There
estaba
used to be a
viendo.
thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends, but eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get...
Bueno, por fin. A ver, ¿dónde?
Story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something.
Saltamos para acá y
But
estamos.
there are so many of them in that friendship group.
Bien,
I
puedo
don't
estar,
remember
parece.
anything from that age anyway.
Yo no, a ver.
So
No, se
I
puede.
never have a clue who they are. One
Vamos a
time,
tener que
he
ir.
shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yeah. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out, he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
Ah, pero está por el otro lado, ¿no?
The boat is already and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too prepared.
Uy, ¿qué le pasó? ¿Qué le pasó?
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problem, but if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you, they make a...
Okay, I won't let them catch me, but...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back, once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So I... forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you... The Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the... That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many... Pops? Pops? No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to...
Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time.
A ver si podemos, nos vamos a levelear un poco y estamos. Se puede matar. Ah, no, menos mal. Ya. Normal, esto lo... No, casi no, ¿qué hice? Ah, necesito eso, ¿dónde está? Sale. Me lo mato fácil.
Shadows of fate. Motion to compel.
Buena. Y nos da las semillas. Néctar y megaflores, buena. Esto igual, no, yo. Ay, más. Buena.
Delved into destiny.
A ver.
Written in the
La maté
stars.
de una, no. hay más. Buena, buena. Esto para subir a la mona. Así que estamos bien. Aquí, activa.
Let me scribe. Motion to compel.
Bueno, vamos. Lo matamos. Buena. Necesitamos esto para subir a los tipos, así que... Estamos dados, estamos dados. Esto, ¿cuánto daño hace esto? ¿Qué hace daño? No, no hace tanto. Oh, hice todo mal. Hice todo mal. Pero bueno, por lo menos hice daño, eso es lo bueno. Así que estamos bien, por lo menos hice daño y todo. Así que vamos bien. Vamos bien. Así que vamos bien nomás, estamos dados. Estamos, pero mega dados. ¿A dónde está esto? ¿Está aquí o no? Ya. Vamos, visita la pareja de ancianos. ¿Estamos bien?
Well, if it isn't Yoi Mia, come on in, dear.
Bueno.
Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Triste realidad eso, loco.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Mira su anciano lobo. Oye, pero son perfectos. Lo dibujan como detalladamente, súper bien. Eso es lo bueno.
Oh,
pero
thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you.
Y la historia es buena.
I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next hair of Naganohara fireworks.
Of course you will.
Pero lo malo es que como que añaden mucho texto. Si fuera poquito, pero ahí entrete.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started,
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No. We can't be putting you to work. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. It's no trouble, really.
Oh,
really, man?
You're such good kids. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled...
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll...
¿Dónde están? Ayuda al anciano a limpiar el patio. ¿Dónde está el patio? Ah, está aquí. No, este es el patio, ¿no? ¿Por qué tengo el...? Ah, ahí está. ¿Lo puedo limpiar con agua? Ah, mejor con la espada. ¿Dónde está el otro? ¿Dónde está el otro? Aquí, apúrate, compa. Buena.
And that should just about do it.
Qué buena.
Thank you, dears. Oh.
I'll brew some tea and...
Ah, nos vamos. Ya,
Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now.
Vamos con yanfei.
Hey, Satoru! How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business just keeps getting better and better. We sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and... If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used... But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but...
They didn't seem that way to me. I think you make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ya
finished all the
no
chores,
está
it's
aquí. Oye,
time to
lo
talk
bueno
to
es que está todo
Imatani
cerca.
about Sakujiro.
Y eso que antes, alguna vez estaba todo lejos y todo. Ahora está todo cerca y es... Uy. Vamos en el anciano, informar a los ancianos. Informarle a los ancianitos.
Young people are...
Younger people have bundles of
Somos
energy,
jóvenes, pero mucho
and
texto,
older people
señora.
have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know...
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed... To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't... Even as it was rising up into the sky... but then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her... Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well...
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, But 50 years of being together? Now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just...
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days.
What a great relation.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up?
Yeah, it's a...
Emilia le cuenta del matrimonio.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared... But one day, they...
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted to see what the outside world was like. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
What a strange coincidence. Who'd have thought?
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to
Ah, pero
elaborate.
ese es como parece que es el que tiene encerrado,
Now I
el que tiene
finally
escondido y
understand
todo.
why he can't decide what to do.
Así que está bien.
Two best buddies
De que
in
esté escondido está
childhood.
bien. Del
One
otro.
grows up to join the Tenryou Commission.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, we can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you.
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Well, can't say we didn't try.
Qué penita, qué penita.
I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Vamos para allá nomás. Bueno, ¿qué paja eso algunas veces? A ver, espérate, deja buscar. Uy, ¿cómo se hace esto? No, necesito esto. Opa. No. Yo puedo. No, yo no puedo. ¿Dónde está la otra? Uy, pero ¿cómo me subo allá, loco? ¿Cómo me subo allá? No sé. No sé cómo subirme allá. Aquí necesito, no. Uy, aquí habían los tipos, ¿no? Dame más. No. No sé si me los pueda matar. La otra vez casi me mata. El grandote me pegó y me quitó a mitad de la vida, loco. ¿Qué hola acá? Hola, guacho. Maldición. Fuck. Hola, guacho.
Let me scry.
Ah, pero me lo mato. Fuck, aquí. Si lanzo una debilidad. Me lo mato. ¿Qué se entra en eso? Hey, easy peasy, loco, easy peasy. Bueno, me dio en 2 cuernos. Uy, con esto puedo... Ya. Con esto igual puedo subir la habilidad y todo. Menos mal. ¿Qué es allá? ¿Y eso de allá? Ah, para pedir un barco. Nos movemos nomás. Vamos a movernos. A ver, ¿para dónde está eso? ¿Puedo matarlo? No lo puedo matar. Ah, pero intenté. A ver, cuente. No puedo. Se intentó, pero no se pudo. Así que estamos bien. Informa a Sakujiro. Vaya a informarle al compa. Que lo extrañan. Que lo extrañan los panas. Otra vez textos.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed... Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to...
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough... Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this. Surely it must be case... The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. I wish I'd caught their names.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't... We can't let that happen. Come with me.
Va a ser lo mejor, loco. ¿Para dónde vamos? Ah, pero... Yo ahora vamos a buscar en más espacio. Me sale... Ah, no, nada que ver. Con la visión se puede ver algo.
Let's ask them.
Niño, guíenme, porfa. Necesito ayuda, porfa.
Hi, Yoimiya. Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later. Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
No,
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy. Yeah! Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Yep, we did.
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just to be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and...
We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
Bueno, Yoimiya.
It looks like this is the right way.
Vamos para
Let's
allá.
get going.
Que la pensé que voy a comprar una mascota, pero no se puede. O parece que no hay. Así que voy a tener que esperar al anciano.
Tenryo Commission over there. It must be them.
Montémosle ese escudo.
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not...
Ugh, what a nuisance!
Vamos a tener que pasar la fuerza, ¿o no? Wait. No soy mucho de ocupar arquero.
I must withdraw.
Fire hazard.
Ah, pero dispara flecha con fuego. No caché. Pero no me gustó, personal. Me los quito de una vez. Y abajo queman las vallas. Bueno, ay, escaleta. Uy, esquía. ¿Qué haces? Ah, la habilidad. Sale. Bueno, completamos.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryo Commission? You will be punished for your actions. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at...
Look at that. The one with the loudest note. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Están aquí abajo.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I
never imagined I'd fall into your hand. If this is to be my fate.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryo Commission. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this. Don't you...
Hey, I know you. You're Naganohara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is
no,
the
se lo van a
past.
pillar. Se lo van a matar.
Why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryo Commission. There was never, out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But
what are you talking about? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were... I can see it in your faces. You both have...
Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything! Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running and the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly. If you don't say anything now,
va a pelear con él. Buena,
And
buena.
if you lose,
then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro. And it
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's.
Buena, buena. Un duelo, un duelo.
Sir, we're here to
Te va a
back you
pillar,
up.
loco.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one!
Va a ocupar toda la vida.
Alright, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Fuse is lit!
Vamos a matar a su primero. Buena, buena. ¿Cuánto daño hace? Esquiva. Fuck.
Fire hazard!
Me lo piteo con esto. Buena, le ganamos. Estuvo easy. Estuvo súper fácil.
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand down.
Qué buena, qué buena.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that it wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and I was glad that I'd left Inazuma. But then I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good...
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things are here?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. After all...
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal but now... my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I do wonder.
No, compa, no está diciendo lo correcto.
The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I...
what will you say to the higher-up?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Keisuke.
Wait,
Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Buena.
Maybe next. It's not like me to give in to childish sense. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along.
Ah, tenía todo planeado este tipo.
It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully...
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now you've...
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't...
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both...
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but... By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then.
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same...
Ah, I see. Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Un 7. Directamente está demasiado bueno. Está demasiado buena música de fondo.
No worries. And don't miss out on the story.
Yoimiya! The way you...
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in if you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship. But anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect... My pops will set off the firework that I want.
A ver, vamos para allá. Ah, es donde mismo estaba la Jackie. También estaba aquí y todo. Ve, otra misión terminada. Qué bonito, loco. Bonito evento. Bonito festival y todo. Se viene cinemática larga. Oh, qué bonito. Ah, ¿y le van a lanzar los juegos artificiales? Ah, no, no. Está escapando.
Oh, it's... Keisuke.
Qué sad. Me pega sad. Me pega sad, loco.
So, Yoimiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yoimiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
Puta, que hermoso, weón. Está bonito.
That was amazing. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed. Oh, remember that big one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it. It was one of the...
That's what I wanted to hear. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I believe that as time goes by, this firework will... Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip.
You know, Yoimiya, you seem to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks.
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks. Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, for Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro... Oh yeah, right,
Cada juego artificial tiene como una experiencia distinta. Para cada persona y todo. Está bonito.
To be honest, even though I've thought about it...
Seriously?
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on a name. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family. So it's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the... But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings... Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas, because if we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family, and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Qué bonito. Buena, otra misión completada, capítulo 3. Parece que se desbloqueó la otra. Voy a ver.
Inazuma is not such a bad place.
Que no sé si se desbloqueó. Buena. Se bloqueó esta guacho. Pero parece que esta la vamos a hacer en el otro. Mañana capaz. Vamos a hacerla mañanita. Yo, espérate, ¿puedo comprarle? A ver. Hermano, que comprar máscaras. Por favor, déjame. Ya, F. Bueno, fue la casa. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo hasta aquí. Fue un gusto. Chao, chao, chao. Chao, loco, chao.